Hey beautiful people, my name is Ebony. I go by Ebony Jones MUA on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and also here on YouTube if you're ever searching for me and you want to link up or hit me up. So today's video is going to be just a little bit different. I actually filmed the second part of this. If you saw my last video, actually I don't know how I'm going to put it up, but I have these nails here. So these nails are not salon nails. They are static nails. And if you're wondering what static nails, I'm going to tell you. Hold on, let me get them. So this box is a little grungy, but this is static nails, and these are static nails. So Makeup by Tiffany D, is that her name? Makeup by Tiffany D, she did a video about these nails that she was wearing, and I'm pretty sure she was just doing promotion for them, but it grabbed me and it caught my attention. So what I did was went online to Nordstrom's and I bought these nails. They're $14.99 and they have different styles. These are just the styles that I picked up. I did actually purchase one other style, but these are the ones that I'm talking about today. These are the ones that I'm actually, these are the ones that I'm actually wearing. They're black and they actually have like this like matte design inside. I'm actually going to open it so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Now, in the video, you'll see what I did with them, or I don't know how I'm going to title this, but you'll basically be able to tell that I manipulated mine a little bit. So this is what it comes with. It comes with a file. There's extra nails here, and then they lay out some nails on this side. Okay, so they lay out nails on this side, and then it comes with glue. This glue is like super glue, okay? Inside of the box, so inside of the box, it gives you directions, and basically you cut the inside of the box to get the instructions out, which is why I don't have the other box, because I did do that. Now, if you want these nails to last about, what is it? They say, I think it's like 2 weeks. So 1 to 2 days, you apply a thin line of glue from your cuticle to your tip. 5 to 7 days, apply a pea-sized dot glue to your natural nail. In 7 to 16 days, which is what I do, you apply a thin layer of glue to the back of the nail and to your nail? No, to the back of the nail. Oh, after following, okay, that's why I did it that way. After following the medium guidelines. So basically you put a layer on your nail and a layer on the back of the static nail. And that's what I did. And believe it or not, they did last. I will say, one day that I had to wash my hair, they started lifting, as most nails do. But even when I tried to take them off, they were still pretty stiff on there. Now, like I said, this is the second time that I've done them, so I actually recorded the video for these yesterday. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if you can tell by looking at the package, but these nails are super thin. But, and I will say, like, I tried to open something, you know how it's plastic on like a package, so I tried to open something one day, and not these, but the ones before these, they ended up bending, and you can see like a white line of where they bended. So before I took them off, I wanted to test them out. They were already, they say that you can rewear them, but the way that I did it, I don't think that it's possible to rewear them. So I zoomed out just a little bit because I felt like I was just a little too close. Given the way that they tell you to reapply them, I can't speak for the light or the medium wear. I just did the long wear, and I don't even know if that's what it's called. Where's the box? I did the, long wear. So it's short, medium, and long. So I did the long-term wear, which lasted me 2 weeks because I started to grow out by that point. So I definitely started to see like the white line right here. And when they started to grow out, they actually weren't flat because they're press-on nails. And I wanted to, I guess, test out this like idea that I had. So for the longest, I've had a gel manicure set. I got mine from Amazon. I'm pretty sure you can pick it up from like Ulta. I'm sure Sephora maybe. I wanted to test it out and see if I could actually apply the gel manicure polish and cure it and everything. And of course, I searched for a YouTube video and I didn't really see anything pop up. So I figured, why not create a video myself? I'm pretty sure static nails or the kiss nails or all of these press-on nails are about to soon become an option because people are honestly tired of upsetting their natural nail bed and just making them look horrible. So the reason that I, purchased the static nails is because my nails were so thin. I think I've had acrylics on since July, and I hate when you get those dents in your nails and how paper thin that they are, and my nails were super sensitive. So I purchased the static nails just to be a overlay, so that my nails were actually protected as they grow out. And I have to say that was a very, very good decision for me. I am proud that I did that. I'm so glad that I came across Tiffany D's makeup so that I can see her video. Now granted, I'm pretty sure, like I said, she was sponsored by them, but I'm not being sponsored. So if you guys aren't afraid to give these a try, then I would definitely suggest doing so. And the reason I say if you're afraid is because when I first had them on, I felt like people were staring at me. I had a client, and I don't know, I guess I'm a little psycho. I told myself, I was just like, she was probably looking at my nails like wondering why they're so thin. So that's how the idea to do the gel over top became a thing. And I'm glad that I did them. Now they're not as super thick and they're not as sturdy as acrylic nails, but you can't tell, right? If you guys need like a follow-up to this video, just in case I wasn't explaining enough, then definitely make a suggestion below and I can do like a part 2 to how I apply the static nails. Like I said, this video was definitely very different for me. Like the way that I had the camera and the tripod positioned and making sure that the lighting was great. It was just, it was a little different, but I think I got it. Okay, it could be better, but okay. So if you do your own nails or you're able to polish your own nails, I'm pretty sure that this is probably not a difficult process. The only thing that I did forget to do was to apply sunscreen on my hands. You want to make sure that you do that. I think that they have like these UV gloves. I've seen them at my nail salon. So you basically just put your hands inside of gloves, and they're like fingertipless. And you can do those, but before I go to the nail salon, sometimes I'll just apply sunscreen on my hands. So I was saying that with the short-term wear and the medium wear, I can't speak to the effects of those because I chose to do the long-term wear, and I can attest to the fact that they did last for 2 weeks, so 14 days, and it took a long time for my thumb to come off. That was pretty much it. I don't feel like I had any damage. I did have glue residue left over. If you were to do maybe the short-term and long-term wear, then they may come off and still be able to be reusable. But from what I could see, that there is going to be glue residue, and I don't know an easy way to get that glue residue off of the static nail in order to not damage it. So if you guys have worn them before and you actually did the 1 or 2 days, or you did the medium wear, then feel free to share with us your review. But basically that's just my little mini review, and then the next part of this video is going to be the how-to. And you can get different shapes. So the last pair that I had were coffin, and I think I'll try to insert a picture of how they look prior to me applying gel on top of them. But yeah, check them out. I didn't look anywhere else. I only went on Nordstrom's because Tiffany D had her link, and I followed the link, and I purchased 3 of them that day. So this is week 3 for me, so this is a new set, and honestly I plan to keep wearing them. I think I want to get acrylics one more time for my anniversary because I want to try ombre nails, and I want them to be like longer and sturdier. But then after that, I think static nails might be my thing. If you guys are bold enough, join me. But until next time, bye-bye. The press-on nails that I'm using today are from Static Nails. First, you want to make sure that you start off with clean, acrylic-free or gel-free, polish-free nails. You will also need, in no particular order, cotton balls, Q-tips, cuticle and or nail clippers, a nail file and or a nail buffer, isopropyl alcohol, nail polish remover. Mine is pure acetone. So I'm actually going to go a step further and I'm going to use my gel manicure set to cure my nails and to make them look a little more salon appropriate. I am using this UV light that I purchased from Amazon. Let's get started. There are instructions on the inside of the pamphlet. You can read those, but I'm not going to because I've actually done this process before. So what I would suggest is picking the sizes that fit your nails and laying them out in front of you. You'll see that when you start the application, by doing this, it will help the process go a lot faster. So it comes with glue, your nails, and a nail file. I like to use my own because this one is just super tiny. So go ahead and start measuring your nail. That looks like a perfect fit. So what I'm going to do is look at the number. You won't be able to see, but there is a number on the inside of this nail, and that's number 2. So I'm just going to lay number 2 here, and then I'm going to find another number 2. That's number 0. Let's see if 0 fits just for now. I'm going to go back and forth just to see which one fits better, and actually 0 fits better. So I'm going to put 0 here, and I'm going to look for another 0 and hope that there is one. Okay, so now I have 2 number 0s. Yes, so I'm going to lay them both there. Then we're going to find the one for the pointer nail. I like for my pointer nail to actually be skinny. So, and because we're using gel, it doesn't necessarily have to fit. So, let's see. I usually use number 4, but these aren't numbered the same as regular tips. So, this is number 4. You see how there's a little space right there on the side? So let's see if we can find a number that's a little bit bigger but fits a little bit better. So this is number 3. Number 3 is a little bit too big. So I think I'm gonna go back to number 4. So we're gonna go with number 4 for this nail here. And that's 4 as well. And hopefully I can find another number 4. My nail was running from me. All right, so for this middle nail here, we're gonna try number 3. And we're gonna go with number 3 for that nail. And I think this might be number 3 as well. Okay, so then this one is usually, this nail here is usually number 4. So we're gonna see if there is another number 4. If not, we're gonna have to go down 1. So this is number 5, or we can use one of these little metallic-y looking ones. That's number 5.5 and 5.5. So we may be able to use 5.5. I'm painting glitter over top of it anyway, so we're just going to put that one on for demonstration purposes. And then for my pinky, that looks like a good size. This is number 8. So we're going to put number 8 on the pinky, and that's 7. Let's just check 7. No, 7 looks too big. And this is 8.5, and that's too big. All right, so I need to find another number 8. So we're looking for another number 8. So now that we have them laid out, I want to show you what I usually do. So I will clean my nails by buffing off the surface ever so lightly, and this just gives the glue something to stick to. Now, as I said, it actually comes with glue and a nail file, but I'm not using these because I still have glue left over from the last time that I applied them. So just brush off the dust, and then you want to maybe apply pH bond. This just helps prep the nail. Okay, so after you apply your primer, let's call it a primer, the directions say different application techniques in terms of how the glue goes, depending on how long you want to leave them on. I want my nails to stay on maybe until the full 2 weeks that they say that they can last, and I can attest to that. They did stay 2 weeks. So the way that you apply them for the 2-week technique is to apply the glue on the nail, and then to also apply the glue to the inside of the false nail. And I don't know why they say do it that way, but it, you know, like I said, it did stay for 2 weeks. Now, as you can see, the way that I apply mine, I leave a little bit of space right at the base. And the reason that I do that is so that when I fill the gel, and you can actually feel like gel with polish or something like that. Oh, it already stuck. Okay, darn it. I think it's a little crooked, but I'll file it. Nope. Let's see if we can take that off. Nope, it's on. Okay. So make sure that you're ready for it to be where you want it to be, because I think it's stuck already. This nail always looks crooked whenever they do it. It like turns a little bit. I don't know if you can tell, but my nail turns a little bit. So I like to like apply it kind of this way so it kind of evens out the nail, but it's fine. There's worse things in the world. Yeah. So the reason that I have the cuticle clipper is because if you have any hangnails or things like that, you want to make sure that you get rid of those. I don't cut the cuticles because I feel like it's unhealthy unless it's dead skin, and I really don't have a lot of dead skin, so I don't do that process. Just follow along. We already applied the pH bond. Also, I didn't mention, but you may want to, you know, file your nails down. Oh my gosh, this joint dries so quick. I was trying to leave space, and as you can see, there's glue like kind of coming out the side. So that's why I have the Q-tip. So I'm actually going to put a little bit of alcohol on the Q-tip and just get that glue before it sticks. So, and do it quickly because you don't want the cotton to stick to the nail. So I like to press and hold the nail down, but again, if you have glue or anything on your nail, you want to make sure that you're careful with that stuff because you don't want to get any residue on the outside. So just be careful. So you definitely don't have to put this much glue on your nail, but like I said, I'm doing a different process where I want my nails to stay for the full 2 weeks. So I'm still leaving like a little bit of space, and I'm actually going to push my cuticles back. So we're moving right along. I'm going to do the pinky, and I actually filed these and everything, so I'm going to go through all of that and show you guys that part of it. I'm actually being really generous with the glue. Again, you don't have to. And I noticed that me doing that, the glue is actually seeping out. So I'm just going to make sure that I clean that. And be careful because the glue does seep out. So as you can see, this nail is actually shorter than the rest of them, and that's because I don't use the number that they probably would recommend for this nail. So at the end, I'm actually going to cut them to reshape them and file them so that they are all the same length and size. They'll end up being probably this short just so that they all look alike. Okay, beautiful people, there you have it. Right on time for Halloween, right? So this is what they look like prior to me putting anything on them. This is what they look like. So what I'm going to do is really file them. As I said before, it actually comes with a file, but it's just too tiny for me to use, so I'm just going to use my file. I forgot the grit on this file, but it's one of those rougher files, and I use it anytime that I have acrylics on to change the shape after I come from a nail salon. So if you have a nail file that has that like sandpapery grit, then that will probably be the better option. Now, there's a method to the way that I choose to file, and basically you want to make sure that you keep this curve. I like that natural curve, so I like to try to keep it. So instead of filing underneath like this, I actually just file on the side. I hope that makes sense. So I'll actually hold my file this way opposed to holding it underneath, because I like to keep that natural curve, if you can see what I'm talking about. Especially on the thumb, you can see it. So I'm just gonna start filing. And if you have any glue, you just, pull it away from your skin. And because these are shaped a little differently, I actually have to cut them down so that they match. So I'm just gonna cut them down just a smidgety so that, oh, this is pretty difficult. Cut them down just a little bit. And the gel will probably help. This one is fine. I actually like when the nails are a little skinnier, so we're gonna just make this one just a smidgety skinnier. And then I think that's good. I'm gonna do the pinky, and then should be done in a second. Okay, so then I'm gonna do it this way. Like I said, I try to stay on the side. Okay, so just in case I'm not explaining this properly, I just wanted to go back and explain to you why I actually went in with the foundation first. So I leave the space there so that I can actually like fill in that gap right there with the foundation to kind of like plug that hole. And then I'm going to go in with an actual color. Now what you could do is use a regular fingernail polish or leave it like this if you like that grown out look. But I'm going to try something different. I didn't do this last time, like I said, and I'm actually going to paint the same exact color. And if you have, and be very careful when you're doing this. So if you have, if you actually have, be very careful. I'm sorry, I'm concentrating. When I have the polish on the side of my nail like this and it cures, I'll actually go and just file it away. But hopefully we don't have to do that today. So you just want to make sure that you're super careful. And again, you don't have to do all of this. This is just what I did or do. You just want to make sure that you're super careful right there at the base. And keep touching this one on stuff. And this time with the color, I'm going to, because this is gel, I'm going to take this one and paint the sides. You don't have to do this. But this is how I do it. And then I'm going to cure this again for 1 minute. So unfortunately, it seems like I've lost a bit of footage. I have no idea where it is. Right now in this clip, you see me applying cuticle oil. I've already applied the foundation, I applied the polish, and the top coat. Now, if you're using a gel set, then you already know that there's like a 3-4 step process that you want to make sure that you do. But if you're only going to apply the static nails and put a clear polish on top, then that's perfectly fine as well. I've only ever tried it with gel polish, so again, I don't know what'll happen if you use regular polish, but I think that it's fine because I did see a video where somebody painted clear polish on top of it, so you should be fine if you wanted to do that option too. But this is just how they look. I really like how they came out. And by the time that I do this voiceover, it's actually day 3 and they're still holding up. Thanks for watching. Passing by, so I'm gonna wait until she's gone. Okay, so given the way that they tell you to, like my little setup here, this is my microphone. I put my microphone on here. This is my MAC brush cup, and I'm put my microphone on here. Outside the door, so I'm gonna wait until they're out of the hallway before I finish.